Welcome back to Stories for Shabbos. This Sunday, Mirz Hashem, is a very special day. It is, anybody know? Yom Yerushalayim. It's a special day when 55 years ago, in 1967, it was a very scary time for the Jewish people. Because a lot of surrounding nations and countries all together teamed up to try to destroy, Chas v'shalom, Eretz Yisrael. And it was a miracle that in only 6 days, Hashem helped Tzahal and the Jewish people and people living in Israel defeat the other nations so successfully that not only did they not destroy Eretz Yisrael, but we actually conquered and retook parts of Eretz Yisrael that had belonged to us earlier. And of course, one of those places was Yerushalayim and the Kotel. So we call it Yom Yerushalayim. There are many miracles, amazing Nisim like Yetzias Mitzrayim, that took place during the 6-day war that helped tiny little Eretz Yisrael defeat so many strong nations. But I'm going to tell you one tiny little miracle that I don't think I've told you before. See, one of the greatest miracles was that Egypt had a very, very strong air force. Lots of very big, powerful planes. Enough big, powerful planes that they could have, Chas v'shalom, bombed the whole Eretz Yisrael. But one of the miracles was that the people of Israel surprised them and destroyed all of their planes before any of them even took off. This is what happened. See, Israel found out that Egypt was planning this attack. So they went to start trying to bomb Egypt's planes before they took off. But Jordan, which was another bad nation that wanted to destroy Eretz Yisrael, to the west of Eretz Yisrael, which was also setting up an army to attack Eretz Yisrael from the west, found out that Israel knew about the planes and that they were going to destroy them. So they quickly started to send a message to Egypt. Be careful! Israel's coming! The IDF Tzahal is coming to bomb your planes! And if that message would have gotten through, then Egypt might have been able to shoot down the Israelis who were going to attack them. Maybe they would have been able to fly their planes away or protect them, and everything would have changed. But it was June 5th, 1967. And on June 4th, 1967, the day before, one day before, Egypt had changed the frequency code that they used to communicate with other nations. See, other nations, they connect with each other, kind of like through, you know how walkie-talkies use like a radio frequency? When you turn on the radio, it uses a frequency. So they don't connect by just calling on cell phones, because then the calls can get intercepted and other people can hear. They have a special frequency, a special code that different countries can connect with each other and talk to each other through that. On June 4th, the day before, one day before, Egypt had changed their frequency and they hadn't told Jordan yet. So Jordan started calling them and trying to get them, Israel's coming, Israel's coming! And nobody in Egypt heard. So every plane of the Egyptian Air Force was destroyed before it even took off. What an amazing miracle, a tiny little thing that most people didn't even know or realize. And you know what? Egypt was probably thinking, what's the big deal? We'll just tell them tomorrow. It's okay if they don't need our frequency, if they don't know our frequency for one day. What's going to happen on one day? But that was a little miracle, a gift from Hashem, who said to Bnei Israel, who said to the people of Israel, I'm going to protect you. Egypt doesn't know why they're changing their frequency today. Egypt doesn't know why they're not telling Jordan right away, but I know, because I'm the one who's making it happen, to make sure that Eretz Yisrael can destroy all their planes and can win this amazing war in 6 days and go back to the Kotel and Yerushalayim. So everyone, happy Yom Yerushalayim, Yom Yerushalayim Sameach, and Shabbos, everyone.